Hey, beautiful people. You're welcome to another exciting episode of your favorite podcast, the Girls ALOUD Podcast. My name is Olive, and I'm doing this with my babies.
Precious Arabayang.
I'm Aram GH, as usual.
Okay, and today we have a special guest with us in the studio. Her name is Ahoufe Patri, or her real name is Priscilla Opoku Ajaman, but she's popularly known as Ahoufe Patri. Ahoufe Patri, welcome.
Thank you, sweeties.
All right, so before we continue, there's this game we play, okay? Ahoufe, this game, you have to help us.
Okay.
Because we have to win some money.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I like money.
Yes, in dollars. So we are praying. Yes, today's one. So, girls, are we ready?
Yes.
So the game is called Let's Play.
All right, let's play.
All right, let's play.
Let's play.
Ladies, are you ready to play?
Let's
play.
On this edition of Let's Play, you have just one round of question. I'll show you an image of personalities in the movie industry, and your job is to tell me what their names are. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to play?
Yes, let's play.
Who is this?
That's
Fred Amugi.
Yes, Fred.
Okay.
Who is this?
Grace.
Marvel.
No, not
Grace
Mame
Marvel.
Dokuno.
Grace or Marble?
Grace or Marble?
Hey,
Correct.
that's a mouthful.
Who is this?
Some adjective.
Good.
Correct.
So we're raking the money today.
You have to show us.
Who is this?
No, dear.
Grace Naughty.
There's nothing. I think this was a bad idea for you.
We only
Yeah, guess what's the money today?
Who is this?
Elinam. Something. I can't pronounce the name. But it's Elinam.
I know her face, but I don't think I know her
face,
name.
but I think
Yeah.
these are all,
OGs.
tried.
OGs.
Yeah.
Time up.
But we
Edinam
tried.
Atachi.
Atachi.
Hey.
Touchy.
Who is this?
Oh my god.
Miki Osebeko.
Correct.
It's because she had the industry, so you know. Oh,
We are lost today.
Who is
Wow.
this?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I know her face.
Yeah, we know
I
the
don't
face,
the
but the-
name.
Premium OGO. Serious one.
Oh, good.
Time up.
by the time was that
George
long time.
Williams.
That's why.
But did you know the
I know
name?
the name,
I
yeah.
don't know the name.
You forget they are old.
And who is this?
In the cocoa, so we know. Don't know the name.
Idi Coco.
In the cocoa.
Are you gonna take that?
Time up.
the
Sorry,
real name.
ladies,
What's his name?
you win nothing. His name is
You see.
You
Augustine
have to answer
Abe.
everything.
Thank you
That's
for
not
playing.
fair.
That's
You
not
won
fair, not
nothing.
fair. So, we would be right back.
Hey, beautiful people, you're welcome back. So today on your favorite podcast, we are discussing about how one deals with public opinions and perceptions about them. Like, how do we deal with them? How do we navigate through them? Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's positive. Me in particular, I go through this like every day. This is just a personal thing though, but when people see me, they assume that because I'm very pretty and, voluptuous and all of that, I'm into something, or there's something, I don't know if you get where I'm coming from, but people just see me and assume that, hey, but it's really not like that.
Like
I'm a
she's
very
a big
sweet
girl, kind of.
I'm a very sweet, kind, nice person, I'm so into God. Like, I'm actually a very, very, very good person. I know myself so well. So when people see me and they just get some picture, because of how I look, it really hurts me. You understand? So today, that's what we are here to discuss. I just want her to, help us, get deep into it and just like clear the whole storm and everything about how people see you, and then try and change the public's perspectives and let them know that what you see is not what it actually
That's
is.
entirely what it is.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinion about the topic?
Well, first off, I'm not here to clear or change anybody's perspective. Whatever you think, if you don't take care, people are going to put their insecurities on you.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, when people see you, you're a pretty girl, maybe you're voluptuous, they think you are a certain type of way. That's because if they were in that position, that's what they would be doing. So back to, opinions. Everybody has opinions. They're like nurses. Me, myself, I have opinions. For me, I wouldn't probably put it on social media, or if I see something I think something about you, I'll keep it to myself. But unfortunately for us, some people would just say it, things that are not true, whether they are true or not. And it's usually their insecurities. So it doesn't bother me anymore. But it has been a process. I didn't start like this. I had to do a lot of work on myself before I got here.
So, I mean, you can't do anything about how people see you and all
No,
of that.
you can't.
So, but personally, it's going to affect you. How do you ground yourself when these things are coming at you?
It doesn't affect me anymore, but it has affected me before. In the beginning, maybe a little background. I come from a very close-knitted family, and in my house, I'm the darling girl. I can't do anything wrong. So all of a sudden, I'm put in public space, and then everybody, everything,
something,
from your hair down to the color of your nails, the things people can say. So it was a little difficult for me. It was overwhelming, and if you don't take care, people are going to change how you view yourself. That is a very bad thing. So it's been a process. You get to a point where you realize that, Charlie, life is still happening, whether people talk or not. You grow up, and then you realize that nobody feeds me, nobody takes care of me. I take care of myself. What you think about me is not going to change anything. It doesn't add or subtract. It's never changed anything. Sometimes you think, and it's funny because the other day I was saying that if I knew this was what was going to happen, I would have never been scared about people's opinions, because sometimes you think, this thing is probably going to affect. Listen, sometimes the time that something negative happens to you, that's the time that you even get more attention. I'm telling you, it's crazy. The week that you're all over the place, everybody's talking, that's the week that you get more jobs. So you just take it.
I think I would also use myself as an example. I've kind of been a topic for a very long time.
And the limelight, right?
It's not like that, but I'll say I didn't want to talk about it, but I'll say that at first it used to affect me a lot. When it happened fresh like that, I would cry in my room and be like, God, why is this happening to me?
Because give us some background, because we don't know what you're talking about.
They don't know who I am. They're not close to me. So why is this happening to me? But then again, I felt like then I would cry. But now I would cry because I realized that who you are, they don't know who you are. Until they get close to you, they don't know who you really are. So I feel like social media shouldn't just be quick in judging, or be quick in judging somebody's way of. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So I feel like,
but also it's, the thing is, bad news travels far. People are always happy.
People feast on bad news.
That also tells you the kind of people they are. But bad news always travels fast. And if you're not doing something right, nobody's going to talk about you.
Exactly.
You see, so when I met you, if you remember when I met you, I was like, oh, nice to finally meet you. And you're pretty. And if you were just like any normal girl and you weren't doing something, or you weren't having something they wanted, you wouldn't be the topic.
That's why I hear a lot. I hear that a lot. I'm like, why does it have to be like that? Because
yes, it has to. Or unless you want to give us the face, and then you can move and live a normal life. So which one are you taking?
I know, right? So what happened to the people that kind of fake it and then bring it out there? How would you know?
Fake what exactly?
Fake,
as in, fake
to look perfect. There's nothing you can do about that. And that's how they want to present themselves to the world. So, just watch them. What you present is what people are going to watch. And I feel like Ghanaians are nice people. They're good parents if you go through the comment section. But then again, they are also, the negative part of it. When you wear something, everybody will say what they feel about what you're wearing. It's nice to you, but to them, somebody will say, oh, it's nice. Somebody will say, really, and and then it's very normal.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
For example, when you go to maybe the pool, people see me to be first I used to wear clothes that used to cover myself. Then all of a sudden, like people just have this perception.
I feel like they box you. Ghanaians like to box people, right?
So do they expect somebody to go to the pool with kaba and slits?
Yes.
Well, they don't, but in the society that we live in, right, I feel like people haven't really come to accept that it's okay, you know, to go to the bikini and take a picture and show your body.
That's a lie. We have accepted it. We watch Nicki and Rihanna and all those people on TV, on social media. They wear it, but then when it comes to this place, and I feel like it's because
that's why I said
they think that is their culture, and it isn't. It isn't ours. So
we act that way. Listen, if I see you in a bikini, I will not come and write any negative comments under your post because I can wear a bikini too. Okay, I wear one if I want to, and I can. I think people always act that way when they can't do the things you do, and
ignorance
they
is
wish they could do the things you do.
Do you think it's not doctrine? Because
no, it's not doctrine, because we are watching all these ladies twerk and do all of that, and
So why am I
then
different?
the churches,
Why can't I do
the
that?
church people, you know that
it's
thing.
because they can't. I mean, I see it as it's because they can't do what you're doing, and you obviously look nice in it. Because say we share it, and you weren't looking nice, I'll look at and then just scroll. But you obviously caught my attention, so. Yeah, that's how I like to look at things.
Aram, right?
Yeah.
So for quite a while, the media was on you. I mean, about the, you know, Asantwa issue with the money and all of that.
Yeah.
I want to know why you didn't come out to like really, really explain yourself and how you dealt with it personally. Like you were just quiet, you didn't explain yourself. Like you were so cool about the whole thing. So how did you deal with it?
I would say before I came out, as in to post a write-up about it, you know, Ghanaians are quick to listen to one person. It's like the person is so loud and wanting to listen to. And I had people, matured people backing me background, like not people, big people on social media, like prominent people like reached out to me. Don't come out. You know, if the person knows that this and what she is claiming you have done, the person should take it to the law. Okay, if you can't take it to the law, I don't think. Maybe social media is your law. Social media is not my law.
Yeah, but then again...
as time went on, it's like proofs are there, but you're not bringing proofs out, okay? So I did the matured way. I went the matured way not to come out to... Because people wouldn't understand. It's like, this one is talking, this person is talking, and it will clash. So I decided not to talk about it. As a Christian, like, no, I'm not saying no one is a Christian. I'm not saying the person is not a Christian, but I place it before God, and then I actually left it to I mean, die off at that time.
I get
you get it.
Yeah.
So I think years back, that was like last year, before this year, I went for a podcast and I was asked that question. So I felt, okay, this is the time for me to just show, because they wanted to see proofs and nobody has seen the proof. Okay. And then what I did was to just let them see what it is. I am not the person who built or did any. You had, how do you call it? You guys had the relation. I just introduced the person. You guys did whatever you are supposed to do. Yeah. An issue came up. What are you supposed to do? Reach out to me, and then
solve it.
But then you come out on social media. I won't do that, and I'll never do that. I have a lot of. I will always say this, that I have a lot of things in me that probably I can bring out there, and it could destroy a lot of people. But I mean, I'm not that kind of person, and it's not matured enough to do that. So when what happened, I feel like God has his own way to deal with things like that. Yeah. So I just didn't want to come out. And that is not me. I'm not a person that rants. I don't come to social media to come and tell them my problems and all that. I will not do that. So the right way to do that, I just listened to my people background, and then I mean, I was okay.
Yeah, but personally, right, this is just my opinion. I mean, I feel like if you're in the public eye and then there's an issue that comes in and your name has been mentioned, if there's any way, I feel like you should try and, you know, rectify it, or like try and correct it, or you need to bring your side of the story, because it's going to be a dent on your name like forever, right? People that probably don't see this podcast that you've been on, they will still have that perception about you. So if you can, in your own little way, like you show that it's not like that.
My dear,
it's a dent that is going to be. So I'm saying, if you can, do you understand?
It's not. It's actually not needed. She's living that life of hers, and I'm happy for. Honestly, I'm not a bitter person. I'm happy for her. Whatever it is, I would say I've left everything to God. I mean, you can't correct things that probably you have tried correcting. Do you understand? There is proof.
So did you go the legal way with this issue?
I didn't go the legal way. I mean, she claimed that way. Do you get it? So she should.
No, you shouldn't. I feel like you should have
the
tried.
legal way.
Actually, I agree with her. Okay. I think everything is energy. Okay?
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes you don't need to give certain things too much energy.
Yeah.
The only truth is the thing I say from my mouth. If I say it, that's the truth. But if it's not true, why am I giving it attention so that more people can focus?
Yes, exactly.
And then the people who love you and the people who want to love
listen
you
and understand.
would love you regardless.
Yeah.
You don't have to change your character just because people are expecting you to come out and come and say something.
And exactly, you don't have to go to maybe interviews upon interviews just to prove your point.
Yeah.
No.
But I'm sure at that point you already have views, right? So I'm sure around that time your views were skyrocketing.
What happened was even though a lot of people, when I came out with the podcast, a lot of people came out to say, oh, you shouldn't have. I mean, you should have let it die and all that. I felt like it was just the project I was showing because they requested for it.
Yeah.
Oh, they said this. They said there was nothing there. Blah blah blah. So I was like, oh, okay. This is what I was sent by the two parties. Which So I just showed it to them, and that was me.
It.
I felt so okay after doing that. Trust me, God knows this. I felt so okay. So I mean, if I'm talking, I'm always bringing. I'm a
Don't be
God girl.
emotional.
Yeah. So So I feel like social media should not be quick. They shouldn't be quick to judge or talk about or see somebody's.
Sometimes I like to play the devil's advocate, right? I have a public relations background. You mentioned something to her about what did she do when that thing came out, and I even asked you. I'm sure your views skyrocketed.
Yeah.
I believe in. There's this saying that there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, what were you doing since you didn't come out to address the whole thing? What were you doing? Were you still doing your business?
I was
getting more clients, right? So instead of matching energy, you can channel it to make more money.
To make more money, and I was doing that.
So I think that's beautiful. You don't have to match energy. That's not you. And then I feel like that route was perfect. Okay. But then also I want to know, at what point do you think one should address rumor publicly? At what point?
Do you think it's important?
Well, it depends. Okay. Sometimes it depends on who you are. Okay. It depends on the person. Sometimes I feel like it gets to the point where you think it's affecting your money, or if probably someone has come out to say maybe there's some sort of monetary and you have evidence. That's fine. But I'm not going anywhere to deny or accept anything anybody has said about me. Matter of fact, anything you hear,
think whatever.
I can do worse.
Okay. I like that energy. I like that.
So, it depends on you. If you are that type of person, that's fine. But I really feel like, pretty girl energy. There are other things you can do. You don't have to be doing back and forth.
Aside even the social media, I think these things, it also comes to play in family, where sometimes your family even think they have a certain perception about you. I can't relate to the social media so much because I haven't experienced, I haven't been involved in any form of scandal, but I like to talk about my family, the perception they have about you. Yeah, so there was a point in time I was making some good money because I was a model then, and then I was getting gigs all the time, and then I was sorting out some of my family members, So I feel like they got to a point where they felt like, oh yeah, they know I'm ambitious and stuff, so they felt like, okay, this girl is doing good. There's no way she can say that at some point she can say that she doesn't have money. There was a time where I went down low. These same people that was sorting out used to call me, ask me for money. I'd be like, oh, I don't have it. They'd be like, hey, you don't have, you're lying. You that you have money today, you're lying. So I feel like that thing too is, in a way, it messes with your mental thing, because people know that, okay, this is what you can do, this is what you used to do, and now you're not able to do it anymore. They feel like, oh, you're lying about not having money. And I feel like it's also,
it's true,
it messes up your mental.
I'll also testify, because you see, like for example, like this, my imports, the things I do on social media. for example, it will get to a time that your money like has gone into certain things, but they'll come and ask you money, and then you'll be like, you don't have money. Then you'll be thinking
like, you don't have money.
Yes. Posting like that's why sometimes when I'm posting money, I don't like to post money.
Yes, sometimes I even hide my achievements because I don't want you thinking that like I have it, it's all rosy, it's all good, and then sometimes it can be rosy, but I don't have to give you. So.
Yeah, that's true. What if I don't? I just don't want to.
Yeah, so I feel like that whole perception thing, it needs to.
Yeah. So me personally, I just want to share something I also experienced when I was doing my national service. I'm not going to mention why I did it, but I did my national service with a very reputable company in Jowlu. So when I was doing my national service, I mean, I came in, I had, you see how I look, right? So compare me to the normal national service person, maybe normal slim girl, you know, in her simple shoes and all that.
Slim.
No, me, I'm saying compare me like to the usual national service look. I'm coming in and I look good. Like it's not even something that I'm even.
It's like you don't.
That's just me. I like to dress up. I'm not, if I don't look good, I'm not coming out of my house. So I'm coming to office like my sheme high heel, like I was so happy I was coming to do my service, and then
obviously
let's say people who are already working in the company, right? And then let's say they see you, and then like you're even looking better than them. Like all of a sudden, you're just gonna have hatred, like assumptions. This girl, we did, Shana, or be a sugar daddy. You know, this girl, like you know, everybody's just gonna see you and have this opinion about you.
Yeah.
But they don't know me. They don't know who my parents are. They don't even know how I'm dressed like that. So they all start to, you know, treat you some kind of way. And I realized it wasn't even just me. Other girls who were in the company and like had some big or pretty face, or like there's this kind of, you know, stigma. There's this kind of stigma that like you try your best to even make them like you. In the office with you, your boss, she'll send you, you are going and coming, you just want her to like you, but she's always looking like if she's not somebody who is a nice person and knows that like probably that's who you are and like that's how you're dressed decent too, but I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. There's this assumption. Somebody, there was this time my daddy came to see me when I was doing my national service, and then I was with him. He just brought me lunch. I got down, I went back, and then hey, with this car, I know this car. Who is this man? Like, I'm thinking, like, okay, why are you asking me? She's like, hey, would you like show what I say? I'm like, nah. I didn't even explain anything to them because, like, I just feel like, why do you just see me and feel like I'll be into that kind of thing? Or do you understand why I'm coming
it's
from?
because of the look, the dressing.
You can say that, but I mean, you don't just see somebody and assume.
You have to get to know them.
Exactly.
Who they are.
You understand? It's because I'm doing national service, you don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know who I am. So because you see me, you shouldn't make you feel like.
And it's not your fault you have this body heavily endowed.
Initially, it used to worry me when I go to, you know, the office and then like some energy be the women, like you see the other normal girls that are coming, like maybe they're slim, they're humble, they're cute kids, and then like everybody's like, oh, come here. But when you come in, but like, hey, no one is Sunni.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah. It's going to actually like.
It wasn't just me. So I felt like, did I do something? So the whole time I was trying to make it up like, friend me call like
my give validation. That's the thing.
You know, so but so at a point I realized that this person is probably never gonna like me. Let me just be in my zone because I'm trying to make you see that I'm a very hardworking person, fishing, like whatever you want me to do in the office.
But you're not seeing
go
it.
hard and do it. But no matter what I did, she still had her own perceptions about me. When people come and they say I'm pretty grady, like.
You know that whole
and then you bring it down. Like you understand. So at a point I had to come and understand that way. No matter what I do, she'll still be like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So public opinions and perceptions there, I've come a long way. So I don't let it ever get into my way of anything. Even if I'm not looking good, and you even say I don't care. So far as I came out of my house with what I'm wearing, I'm 100% sitting in it. Do you understand? So public opinions there.
I think generally it shouldn't affect us.
Yes, it shouldn't.
Don't make it affect you because me right now, that's how it is because I have it's like you've built in it, that kind of thing. No matter what, I said today when they say you must kill somebody,
hey, God forbid, please.
God forbid. No, I mean God forbid that, but it won't get to me because I know it's lies. You get it?
Ahoufe,
yes, dear.
We this is a bit personal, but we would like to know how you dealt with the Calibos, dating issue.
Yes. yes.
How did you deal with it?
Where do I start from? I think, once you know who you are and you know what you're about and you have loved ones around you, I say that anybody who has been around me and Calibos knows that Sankofuwe, there's nothing going on between the two of them. So there's something called conviction. Once you know who you are, once you're doing everything possible, the best things for you, you don't care about other people's opinions. So that's what it has always been. And I always say that how many of your exes are you friends with?
None.
Okay, so if Calibos and I had any sort of relationship apart from business or work,
You
do you
wouldn't be
think we'll
friendly.
still be this cool? Like, just think about it. But yeah, it's okay. Like I said, it never changed anything. It never stopped anybody.
They will come.
Yeah, it never stopped.
Then when you got married,
It never stopped anybody
Yes,
from.
when they got married.
he didn't marry her. Oh, look at her. Oh, he didn't marry her. Oh,
It never,
everybody was
the rumors that Calibos was my
too much.
boyfriend never stopped anybody from talking to me. It never stopped anything.
Okay.
So yeah, we moved.
It's the
That's
public
good then.
opinion.
That's good.
Okay, so Ahoufe,
Yes,
how was life before Ahoufe Patri? Like, I mean, how was life for Priscilla before Ahoufe Patri?
Honestly, I don't think a lot has changed. Just that people know me now. All right. As pretty girls, when you're growing up, you get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Right. And the opinion starts from primary school because you're a fine girl. People say you're too no, you're this, you're that, you're that.
I'm about to say.
So nothing
But your
really-
voice alone, crowd.
She has a very sweet voice, a very calm.
Thank
Classy
you.
lady.
So nothing changed. I think in the beginning, if I had not really, I went through that phase where I felt like I had to change certain things about me, or probably had to do certain things to please people. But I've come to life would teach you that, Charlie, nobody's even looking at you like that. Social media, how many seconds do you spend on someone's post?
Yeah.
All right. So you can't live your life thinking about other people's opinion. You can't live your life always trying to cater to what people want to see. So yeah, nothing has really changed. I'm still the same me, the same attention, maybe more attention now, but it's still the same me. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice because
cool.
I feel like, I mean,
And I
I felt
have
like
more money now.
it would get to you at a point when
Well,
people are.
it did. Like I said, I was very protected when I was a child. In see me and now everybody has an opinion about how I look, about I've never received criticism before. Because
The golden child.
That's
The golden
sweet come out.
Yeah,
So it's like you have to psych your mind.
I'm not going to lie. Maybe this is my first time saying this out, but there was a time when stories came out that I didn't want to go out. Like I wouldn't even go to the salon because I feel like when I go somewhere, I feel like people are talking about me.
Yeah.
And I know even that's not even the case because but that's what's in your head because you've seen a story and because it's about you think everybody's talking about it.
What was the story?
What was the story?
But I want the particular one that you couldn't go to the salon. How deep it was, because for you to not want to go out,
Yeah, for something that hurt me like that, I'm not going to say it.
no.
But yeah, it was that bad. And it's crazy. Like you said, people run with the bad stories so quick.
fast.
Like
And then
send it.
They don't even know how it's
That
gonna
app.
affect you. They're just
During that period,
serious.
I know, but
be in the house
during
for a
that
while.
period, I want to know, did you ever think that, did you like for once think that, was it even worth it? Like, is it worth it to even be a public figure, celebrity? Like, I really could have been in my corner.
I mean, so that
nobody would get me like
yes.
that.
You thought of it, huh?
God forgive me because yes, some time ago I was like, no, I don't want this anymore. Like, how dare?
How dare
You just
people?
want to live your life.
How
I
dare
was
they?
like, no, this is too much for me. And I say the name Ahoufe, it's a blessing and a curse because when you started, once you come out and we say, okay, Ahoufe, then I feel like people are just trying to say, okay, what's so Ahoufe about
Like,
her?
yeah.
So there was a time I was like, because I remember my mom said that she couldn't believe I chose this career path because I don't know, yes, say. So it was difficult. There was a time I didn't want it anymore. And I always ask for forgiveness from God because I love it so much. I love who I am. I love the path I chose. I love the lessons. I know there's more to come. And I love the fact that people think they have an opinion about me.
you.
I pray they keep having opinions.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
I mean, it keeps you relevant, right?
Yes.
But also, I want to know, with this the rumors, right? What is it that really got to you? Like you hear some of the rumors, but then what is it about the rumor that really like?
That's what she was saying, that she can't mention.
I mean, there are
she can't go
No,
there.
I'm not saying that she should tell us exactly.
Yeah.
Like at what point? Like what exactly about the rumor that really got to you? Is it that you felt like, okay, maybe someone has said that has heard this, right? And you're not trying to like get to the bottom of it to see if it's whether it's true or not, or like that's what I'm trying to know.
Okay, what about rumors that for me gets to me is my loved ones, right? I feel like you'll be fine, but your loved ones. There was a time my mom was brought into the picture, and if you know me and how come I am, my mom is like twice. My mom is very quiet. She doesn't, she doesn't really like to talk. She's late, but she didn't really like to talk and everything. So,
like it's affecting her.
yeah, when they brought it up and they mentioned her, I was like, this woman doesn't even know these people. This one is minding her business.
So why then bring him?
You know? So it's the loved ones that I'm worried about. There was a time when the same Caliwas issue, and then the guy was seen at that time. His friends called him, so it's the people around you.
The fact that affects those people.
Yes. I mean, I know what I've chosen, but it's the people around. You don't want to hurt them.
It really does, because my mom really was affected. Even more than me. She could literally pray for you, like people doing this for you, like to you and all that.
And with them, they hear it from church, they hear it from work, they hear it from family members. Hey, Obano. So yeah.
So aside from the fact that we've spoken that these things are sometimes we can't control it, don't you think we should be more prayerful about it?
No, that's what I'm saying. So it's more of like, concentrate on that, because me per se, I do concentrate on that.
So we need to pray about it, right?
Yeah.
Always pray about it. Pray about things you can't control.
Exactly.
But then again, if you can control it, please deal with it. Don't leave it like that.
Also, you see,
you do it,
What do you do?
He's ready.
I'm not saying like I would, but I feel like if there's an issue and I need to.
But do you think
no, it's not everything.
hear you?
No, I'm just saying that if you can. It's not everybody that has to hear you. If you can, you need to work it. It's not everything that you leave for God. If you can, you need to.
Of course, we did something. You do something.
But what?
And you leave the rest.
Exactly you want to do. That's what I want to know.
If
what
there's
exactly
nothing I can do, but if I can, I need to come and. I will come and show you. This is it. Or this girl, she did it. I will show it to you.
I mean, that's
if
who
I can.
she
That's
is.
who I am. I don't like to leave things to wander or leave things to ABCB. Like if I can. If I can do something about it, I can deal with it. I would deal with it. Legally or however I'm gonna do it. I'll pray about it too. But sometimes you don't leave everything to God. You do it. And God will be like, that's my girl. That's my girl. You understand? So
And it's crazy how also sometimes these things come from people close to us.
Yes.
Say that again. Say that again.
It's not talked about enough. Like, it's true.
Me, for instance, I feel like one of the people you should always look out for. Okay, you said you haven't had stories come out about you, but you see those friends who forward the bad stories to you on WhatsApp. Like something will come up about you, and then they'll munch it and then they send it to you. Like, what are you trying to prove? So, I remember some time ago, there was this girl. Hi, if you see it, I hope you see it. I grew up with. She lived next to me, and I remember because we were all in the same class. I remember we went to our BC and everything. So we grew up together. She lived next to my house. And even though we weren't very close friends, like I knew her. And so years later, now I'm grown and Ahoufe Patri. And then I noticed that she's following me on social media. So I follow her back because I'm a nice
She's sweet.
And you know her, so why not?
Tell me why there's this post and I'm going through the comments, which I don't do anymore. Don't go through comments.
It's not good.
It's not.
It's actually not good. Honestly.
No. But I'm going through comments and I see this girl in the comments and the things she was writing. I was like, up till now, I'm so shocked. And it hurts. But then also, I always see it as I'm the one you're talking about.
Yeah, don't you think it stems from envy?
That's why I'm the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it stems from envy.
You're actually lucky you saw her name.
Yeah,
some
use
people
ghost accounts.
Ghost accounts.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know who
to go
said
and
it.
destroy you elsewhere.
Describe your history and all of that.
I
And it's
know.
actually not even like that.
Yeah.
Because apart from being a Ahoufe Patri, you're also a person. Like,
I'm
forget
human.
about whatever.
I have
She's
feelings.
sleeping like everybody else. She's doing everything like everybody else. So why would you come and say something and feel like she'll not get her? You want to hurt her. That's why you're saying that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're
want to hurt her.
leaving. You guys stay at the same place.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, they just won't like you no matter who you are.
I
what you
feel
do.
like it's
and you
envy.
like
It's jealousy because
and
she's
probably
has elevated.
not getting there. I mean, she'll be jealous of you.
She has
She don't expect
recognition now, so you're probably envying that. That's what
This
moved you
girl
to do
I
that.
know from my area. As I go, send me name now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
I think it's high time. I mean, social media.
No, but you can't do anything about
Exactly.
it. You
You
can't
really
do
cannot
anything
do
about
anything
it. So
about
long
it.
as you're in this field and you're putting yourself out there, there will be people who can't put themselves out there. So
there.
their job is to comment.
It's comment.
Yes.
It'll take it personal.
Yeah, they have to take it
Wow.
personal for you.
Congratulations to them.
Right. So I want to ask, right? Do you think that how we portray ourselves or how we put ourselves out there, like in the media, is the reason why people create stories about us? Do you think it's our fault? Like, do you think, yeah, can be?
How is it our fault?
Yeah. Do you think, like, what's your thoughts?
Like it warrants it?
Yes.
I don't think so.
AMGH, I started with how do you call it? Modeling outfits for my mom, and then by God's grace, it went out on this Ankara Asiobi style.
Wow.
That was how come I got.
I've seen you a
Yes.
couple
Your
of your
styles are
pictures
so
on
nice.
Pinterest.
Like,
Exactly.
yes.
And by God's grace, this is my mom. So it got there before I'll say, okay, my baby's daddy, right? Before then, that's how come I got to. And then the next follows. I mean, I don't want to mention it. I've spoken
Yeah,
about them.
yeah, that
And they
already.
followed like that. So how was it? How did I dress?
Yeah.
Did I come in? I never twigged. I never showed.
What if you twigged? I feel like we all put ourselves out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's just that you are doing something right, so you are known. So people feel like they will come after you because we all put. Everybody has a social media account.
Yeah.
Just that you are doing something right, so you have more followers. So you can't tell me that it's because of how I put myself out there.
Out
That's why
there.
you created
Yeah.
a perception. You already want to create that perception about me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
And sometimes I feel like we have a little bit of a part to play. Sometimes, just a little.
I
Fine, you have to have the tough skin anyway. Like, you wouldn't really, you have to still be
Yes.
strong. But
I feel
let's say, you know what Ghanaians are going to talk about. So if you wear something or you put something or twerk it, you're wearing bikini, like, you know what I'm talking about? And then
yeah,
everybody be saying,
I
so we are
get it.
part of it. But then again, you still don't have
Why
to.
do they not say
know.
those things under maybe Nikki's music video?
Because you're
Because
already
they
doing
know
the
their
bad
comments
stuff.
can't do anything there.
Because
they
you're
can
already
do
doing the
something.
bad
Yeah,
stuff.
they just want to say, because I feel like because we are Ghanaians, it's not normal.
Why
You
is
know,
it
some
always
things are not
because we are
normal,
Ghanaians?
right?
Is it
you
something
can't really
with
blame them.
Africa?
There's
It's a
nothing we can do
Ghanaian thing.
about
It's an
it.
African thing.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Even our parents. Me, sometimes I wear something and I'll post it on social media. My mother will screenshot to say, hey, now
Ada was saying.
you know. And then, like, I feel like we have a little bit of a part to play.
your
But
mom-
We have been
your mom-
indoctrinated
but
in
I'm
that
saying
way.
that I said again that social media people are like parents. Like I say, not like in
Nobody
a
gets
Like
them
you're
to
policing
that
your
shit.
life.
no matter what you do, they'll talk about it
You're
because you're out
policing.
there.
I feel like it
You
comes with
understand?
it.
Yeah, it
Honestly,
comes
I
with
feel
it.
like it comes with
It
the
comes with it.
recognition, the fame. You just have to have be strong to
Just
like,
be tough.
able
Just be
to
tough
Have
for
a
it.
tough
Yeah,
skin.
so you
And
put it
honestly,
out there, you just clear it
honestly,
off
I
your
feel like
mind.
people should go for trainings for that. Like you should train yourself.
Yeah.
for
That is why I
Learn how
like this
to brace
personality.
these things.
Okay, I don't know if I can mention it. Nana Mama Brown, I like that woman so much.
Yeah, her
I
energy is
like it. She'll
serious.
never come out to come and explain
Clear.
herself.
Yeah.
She just
And
continue
I love
living
that
her
about
life.
yes.
Yeah.
I love that about
Because
her.
probably she
Just
has
like
gone to do that training, you never know.
the Nigerian industry, like this woman, Mercy Johnson. Oh my God, I love
So
these
much to say
people.
about them. Yeah.
These
No matter
are
what
all
people-
well accomplished women. They are
Yeah,
busy. They don't have time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you commenting under a post really
You
tells
haven't
me
even seen it.
the
But
sort of
bloggers
person
carry
you
the right
are.
stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like if you see this thing as a business, you'd be able to handle it better.
Exactly.
And don't let these things get
Get
to
you.
you. Yeah, honestly. And also, there's a saying that with every rumor, there's an element
little
of
bit
truth
in
to
it.
it. What do you think about this?
That one.
That's not true.
That's actually not true. Come on,
Like,
it's the
really,
truth.
right?
People
The
have
truth will
perceptions.
definitely come out.
And yeah, the truth always comes out. People have perceptions and they like to run with it.
Yeah.
But it's there's no truth in every rumor.
Every
Or I don't know how to
yeah.
say that. Like every rumor doesn't necessarily have some sort
Sometimes-
of
Element of truth
It
to
would
it.
be like that,
Yeah.
but most of the time, people are just blubbing it.
It's so true. Like I'll make an example. I'll always make an example because I see those things. Like for example, this lady that died that was going around. A lot of people were having their perception, saying a lot of
lady?
things. Oh,
The
one
influencer.
carpenter.
Yeah, the lady
girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I heard this. I heard this. So it was later somebody close to her. I narrated the whole thing that it was stress. But at the end of the day, people
So
were
she
saying
died out of
that she
stress?
was poisoned and all that. I
Also,
mean,
she wasn't.
oh.
Wow.
So there's you see, there's no truth in it. Was
No, there is sometimes. Because sometimes we see a figure, we assume that, hey, we're obese, then later on the person isn't that same,
But one way or the other, I feel like even though that's not the truth about the poison, it will actually caution most of us to as well.
But also that would hurt her family members.
People are saying that about that girl, obviously. That's serious.
But like I said, if she wasn't a pretty, beautiful
she wouldn't
lady,
be talked about.
Exactly.
It comes with being pretty, so it looks like you need to brace yourself.
It comes with being, is it distinctive? Being someone, being different.
Yeah.
So then it shouldn't bother you that much, right?
No, I'd rather be different. I don't want to be like everybody.
So I'm unfair. Like right now, right? All these young celebrities and like people who aspire to be celebrities, people who are coming up, and people who are even like dealing with day-to-day stuff that they are feeling like they have to live to a certain standard or like what's your advice? Like how should we listen to what people are saying? Should we go by their like what they say about us and tell me I'm wearing this?
Because actually,
should I listen to them? Like what the advice is? Like
I kind of want to walk in your
because you've been there. You've been there.
You are there like that.
I need how have you dealt with it? Like, tell us what to do.
You want me to advise you?
Like all of us, like everybody.
Advise us.
Yeah.
I don't have any advice for you.
No, not me in particular.
Like I said, conviction. Know who you are. Always, every day, do things in alignment with who you are and who you want to be, and then the rest would be noise. Yeah,
I like that. The rest would be noise.
If you go a whole week and nobody has talked about you, should be worried.
You need the publicity.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, but sometimes don't go and do things that don't force it, right?
Don't force it.
Ayram, you too. You've been in the public eye for a while. So what do you have to tell people? Like,
see, have tough skin, because where I am, I have tough skin, and I've learned a lot of lessons, like in this industry, and it has made me caution about a lot of things. So I know how to go about. As I'm here, I don't invite friends in my home because I have learned lessons from all this. So right now I know my boundaries. I know who to move with. I know who to work with.
Careful.
I'm very, very careful.
You know which men to talk to.
Yes.
Which men to avoid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, with all I've taken from this, right? I feel like we can all agree that adversity also helps shapes us, right?
Yes.
Because back then you didn't have like how you weren't tough, right? But because of this situation now you are tough, right? So we are always evolving, and so sometimes you need to like welcome these things, right? To welcome them and then just grow, right?
Grow out of it.
Yeah. Personally, me, I feel like growing up, you are going to feel you're going to know yourself, feel yourself. If you know who you are, you should stand strong in who you are. Don't listen to even your family members.
And don't seek
feel like you're a
validation.
blue person, be a blue person. Don't care about what the next person is saying. You're an asked person. If you don't stand strong enough, every little thing is gonna break you, and you don't want that for yourself. So me, that's my advice. Like, know who you are, stand strong in your
And
faith.
if you're a nice person,
just be a nice person.
If you're a nice person, don't change because
and don't be too nice, please. Don't be too nice.
If you're a nice person, doesn't mean you should change. That is what I
yeah, don't be too nice. Be kind.
Oh my God.
Because kindness is gonna get you walked over, used. I don't think you want that.
Oh no, you can still be kind if you get used.
Sometimes people are too nice, and then when you are too nice in any setting, everybody's gonna they're gonna go through the bad person first. Hey, wait, your back out. So they'll deal with that person first, and then they'll just give you some backhand thing.
Just know your limits.
They know that this person I can't play with her. They will play with you. So don't be too nice. Be kind, be nice, but don't be too nice because you're gonna get.
Let people be scared of you.
A little, just a little.
Wow. I don't think I'm going to be scared of you.
Okay.
So you're too nice, dear.
Okay,
and also you were talking about how some people fake it till they make it, right? I don't see anything wrong with that.
Oh, that does not.
If that is what makes you happy, because there's another saying that goes like faith it till you make it instead of the fake it till you make it. So if that's the route you think that is going to help you,
into trouble faking.
Just don't get into trouble. But I believe in the faking it.
Okay, so I think everyone's opinion. The audience are listening to it. They have their opinions, so they can also drop it in
the comment
section. And then we are wrapping it as in for this particular episode. So thank you, Ahoufe Patri, for. I mean, you've given us a lot of insight. Yeah. I'm really like you've toughened my
skin. Thank you for gracing our set with your beautiful presence. It was nice having you.
It was nice being here. You're also beautiful.
Thank you. You're pretty too.
So we've come to the end of another episode of your favorite podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed everything we said here. Take the advice and then use it for yourself. You're a person of your own. Have your own mind. Live however you want to live. So far as nobody's opinion is paying your bills or changing anything about you, or it's not going to affect you in any way, don't listen to it and just be yourself. So if you want to keep watching us, subscribe to KOFAS Media on YouTube. KOFAS Media, put it in the search bar. We're on Instagram, we are on Snapchat, we are on TikTok, and all other social media handles. So,
and also every Tuesday, 4 p.m., new episode drops. Do not afford to miss it. Yes.
Okay, so my name is Olivia Amponsa, known as Style by Olive. I'm Olive as well. Follow me on all social media platforms, social media Snap, social media TikTok. Just follow me on all social media.
And also my name is Eriwam GH on all social media platforms. Make sure you come get your interiors from me, guys. And then imports and exports, we got you covered.
Okay. And my name is Precious Araba Yankson. It is Araba_Yankson on all social media platforms. I'm also into real estate. I am a model. I also got you covered when it comes to real estate and stuff. So
okay,
Ahoufe Patri, we are happy you graced us with your beautiful presence. Ooh. And before you go, we have a gift for you from one of our sponsors, Phyllis Foods. They make the best snacks from catty cake to plantain chips, and then they told us to give you one. So
so this is how it looks like.
Oh, okay.
To show you that we appreciate you so much, and thanks for having our time to join us on the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a beautiful gift for you from Felix.
Yep.
So when you get home, just unwind with your family, enjoy this beautiful package we've done.
Oh,
especially for you. That's it.
Nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Felix.
Feeding me is the fastest way to my heart.
We want to get into your heart.
I love you.
Okay, so they are in East Legon though. So anytime, in case you are done with it and you want to restock, remember they are in East Legon.
Yes,
so,
they have plantain chips, Nkati cake. If you're an Nkati cake lover, come grab it.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. So catch us same time next week on YouTube, KOFAS Media, and just enjoy our show.
All right. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Subscribe or else your church mates will forget your sheep.